Let's talk about whiteness. What is whiteness? I'll tell you what whiteness is. Whiteness, first to understand it, we need to know that whiteness really isn't anything. Whiteness is being without culture, without race. The idea that whiteness is without culture allows whites to act as social chameleons and appropriate other cultures. No better example of this, in my opinion, would be Justin Timberlake. He's been able to go in and out of racial boundaries from NSYNC to now what he's doing, and he's been accepted the whole time. Whites being white and having the ability to permeate other cultures due to their whiteness is seen as a privilege. So whiteness, we know, is a privilege, and it's the idea of being without culture, allowing people to act as social chameleons. Whites can mask themselves in any other culture due to this notion of whiteness. The notion of white trash is something that is far different than that of whiteness, because white trash is without privilege. White trash is associated with trailer parks, low-income homes, and lifestyles. Those associated with white trash are seen as lower class, living chaotic lifestyles, and having no privilege or ability to be anything other than white trash.
I'll get it! Hello? Mom! He started it! No,
Knock it off, you two. Stop it. Get away, get away. Sit
Listen
down.
to your mother.
You heard your father.
Honey, don't tell him that.
Get off the phone.
Mom.
Now.
I gotta go. Bye.
Dad, you know it'd be really good for breakfast?
What?
Pie.
Tell him no.
No.
Oh, hi. I looked in the mirror and I'm getting boobs. Becky can't talk now.
Oh my gosh, I was supposed to give you this.
What is it?
It's a note from my history teacher, Miss Crane. You gotta meet with her at 3:15.
Today?
Uh-huh.
Why do you always wait to the last minute to tell me these things? I've got a life too, you know. It's not like I don't have nothing to do.
I'm sorry, what do you want me to do? Throw myself off a bridge?
Yeah, and take your brother and sister with you.
Now for the middle class. Middle class whites are seen most in sitcoms. They are seen on television, especially in sitcoms, more than rich whites, more than poor whites, or more than any other racial or socioeconomic class. In large part, this is because middle class whites make up a majority of the market for a sitcom. In the shows like Malcolm in the Middle, we see a working mother, a working father, and 3 kids, all of whom are white. The family is striving toward the American dream, and they need both incomes of both parents to achieve that.
In the event of death of both parents, who do we want to appoint as a guardian?
My family's out.
Well, they're not going to my family.
Hello!
Rich whites are seen a great deal on television sitcoms. Not as much as middle-class whites, however, still quite a bit. They're usually noted in a joke to point out snootiness. However, in shows like Yes Dear, we see the trials and tribulations of an upper-class family that they can have when trying to help out another couple with raising their family of their own. So when it comes to the problems faced by these upper-class families, we see small problems that are blown up exponentially, like, oh, what tie should I wear, or the in-laws are crazy. They're just examples of these recurring scripts that we see on TV sitcoms, especially with upper-class families. Another interesting thing to point out is that these characters never interact with lower-class people. It's like they're in a completely different universe. We never get insight into their schema or their other preconceptions about, poor people. It's just like they don't exist.
Yeah, Dr. Phil was just talking about how a healthy marriage is built on keeping the lines of communication open, honest, and sincere. So.
Whoa, I think he hypnotized me.
Jimmy, I can't stand lying to them anymore. All right, Kim and Greg were going to take Sam to see a specialist, and now they're not because I told them Logan couldn't really read.
Oh, man.
I mean, what if Sam isn't getting the help he needs? Jimmy, we have to tell them we hit him on the head.
Okay, fine, but can we just tell Kim?
No. She does that horrible cry thing where no sound comes out.
I know, but every time you tell Greg you did something wrong, he tortures you by asking you the same question over and over.
I know, and then he emphasizes different words to make it sound worse.
Jimmy, you ate all the Cheetos. Jimmy, you ate all the Cheetos? Jimmy, you ate all the Cheetos.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey. Is Kim around? We kind of need to tell you guys something.
Emily's got a cold, so she took her to the pharmacy to get some cough medicine. What's up?
Oh. Okay, well, I guess we can just tell you. Look, a long time ago, when Sam was a baby, I accidentally let him roll off his changing table.
You let him roll off the table?
Yes, I did.
You let him roll off the table.
So there you have it, whites on sitcoms. Whites are represented more fairly than any other race on sitcoms, where you see a wide variety. You see poor people, you see rich people, you see middle-class people, from Roseanne to Yesteryear. People can choose what representation of white people they want to see. Other races don't have that ability. There's often just one representation. With this in mind, there are more shows with white characters. This is because a direct result of whiteness. Whiteness among sitcom characters allows for many different characters to take on many different situations. Whites are more prevalent because a show can be created with any kind of situation, and whites can blend socially because they appropriate other cultures. Due to this whiteness, they are without culture of their own. So what do we do about all these crazy white people? Well, we need more diversity among other races represented on TV. More ability to choose poor blacks, middle-class blacks, rich blacks, instead of just one representation. But with whites, we have so many things to choose from. I don't ever want to have to watch another episode of anything that looks like Yesteryear.